Good morning. I am here under the Bodhi tree of Mahabodhi temples in Bodhgaya, where Shakyamuni, Buddha's enlightenment holy place, around 2,500 years ago, Gautama Siddhartha attained enlightenment and becoming Buddha under the Bodhi tree here. I'm sorry I cannot do the live YouTube live streaming, so I will do the record here from here. Let's get started. No shi dojo yo tai shu ju ho sambo yogenchu dashi yoge sampo ze zumen se soku kibyorai Invocation. Honor be to the great mandala, the perfect circle of all honorable ones, revealed by our founder Nichiren Shu. Honor be to the eternal Buddha Shakyamuni, our original teacher, the Lord of the Dharma, our great benefactor who attained enlightenment in the remotest past. Honor be to the Sutra of the Lotus flower of the wonderful Dharma, the teaching of equality, the great wisdom, the one Bhikkhu. Honor be to our founder, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shu, dispatched by original Buddha. Honor be to Renge Ajari Nichiji Shu, the first overseas missionary. Honor be to the protective deities of the Dharma. We honor all of you. May you come to this consecrated place out your compassion towards us, see us with our light of wisdom, and accept our offering of chanting the Sutra and Nam Myo Renge Kyo. 無常人人未妙の法は百千万号にも相立てばつることかたし、我今検問し受持することを得たり、願わくは如来の第一行下世、至極如来。すぐすべからず検問即地皆菩提に近づく。能線は方針、所詮は発心、色相の文字はすなわちこれ王人なり、無料の功徳皆この経に集まれり、このゆえに自在に妙に訓示密に訳す、内無知罪を滅し善を生ず、もしは真もしは法、共に仏道上善、三世の諸仏人人の妙伝なり、諸上世世ちぐし頂戴せ。The most profound and wonderful teaching is presented in this sutra. This sutra is difficult to meet even once in thousands and millions of eons. Now we have been able to see, receive, and keep this sutra. May we understand the most excellent teaching of the Tathagata. The most excellent teaching of the great Bhikkhu is very difficult for us to understand. We shall be able to approach enlightenment when we see, hear, or touch this sutra. Expounding is the Buddha's wisdom. Expounded is the Buddha's truth. The letters composing this sutra are the Buddha's manifestation. Just as perfume is caught by something put nearby, So shall we be richly benefited by this sutra, even when we are not aware of being so benefited, because infinite knowledge are accumulated in this sutra. We can expiate our past transgression, do good deeds, and attain Buddhahood by the merit of this sutra. It doesn't matter whether we are wise or not, or whether we believe the sutra or surrender it. This sutra is the most wonderful and most excellent taught by the Buddhas of the past, present, and future. May we meet and receive it, birth after birth, word after word. 妙法蓮華経法弁本大に二次生尊十三枚安城に記号舎利発小仏へ人人無料語知恵本難下難入一切消耗百死仏小不能知消費者が仏像信号百千万の無種小仏人形小仏無料同法有名小珍名小不問成就人事理蔵右法随義小説一周難下舎利発合十成仏来修十因縁修十比喩公縁根拠無臭法米引導修上料理小弱小医者が如来法米知見原密会偶即舎利発如来知見高大人の無料無下力無償意全上下脱三枚人入無最上十一切未造右法舎利発如来の修十分別溶接方法根治入なエカ修士舎利発修養根士無料無変未造右法物質上重視舎利発修部摂生医者が仏性上重大地形難下司法有物用物内の空自商法実相小医商法尿税総尿税小尿税大尿税力尿税差尿税陰尿税遠尿税下尿税法尿税本末空教徒小医小法尿税小尿税小尿税大尿税力尿税差尿税陰尿税遠尿税下尿税法尿税本末空教徒小医小法尿税小尿税小尿税大尿税力尿税差尿税陰尿税遠尿税下尿税法尿税本末空教徒 The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma. Chapter 2 Expedient. Thereupon the word honors one emerged quietly from his samadhi and said to Shariputra, the wisdom of the present Buddhas is profound and immutable. The gate to it is difficult to understand and difficult to enter. Their wisdom cannot be understood by any Shravaka or Pratika Buddha, because the present Buddha attained on many hundreds of thousands of variants of past Buddha and practiced the immutable teaching of those Buddha bravely and strengthily to their far from fame until they attain the profound Dharma, which you have never heard before, and became Buddha, and also because since they became Buddha, they have been expounding the Dharma according to the capacity of all living beings in such various ways that the true purpose of their various teaching is difficult to understand. Shariputra, since I became a Buddha, I also have been expounding various teaching with various stories of previous lives, with various parables, and with various similes. I have been raising all living beings with immutable expedient in order to save them from various attachments, because I have the power to employ expedient and the power to perform the paramita of insight. Shariputra, the insight of the Tathagata is wide and deep. The Tathagata have all the state of mind towards immutable living beings, unhindered eloquence, powers, fearlessness, dhyana, concentration, emancipation, and samadhi. They enter deep into boundlessness and attain the Dharma which you have never heard before. Shariputra, the Tathagata divides the Dharma into various teachings and expounds those teachings to all living beings so skillfully and with such gentle voices that living beings are delighted. Shariputra, in short, the Buddha attains the immutable teaching which you have never heard before. No more shelter, will I say, because the Dharma attained by the Buddha is the highest truth, rare to hear and difficult to understand. Only the Buddha attained the highest truth. That is the reality of all things in regard to their appearance as such, their natures as such, their entity as such, their powers as such, their activity as such, their primary causes as such, their environmental causes as such, their effect as such, their reward and retribution as such, and their equality as such, despite these differences. 妙法蓮華経如来十両本第16自我特別来小教小骨衆無料百千万国際や葬儀上説法教家無臭奥州上領流王仏道二来無料庫移動修上後方便現年半二日滅道上重視説法が上重王子異小人通力量天道修上水言に風見宗権が滅道航空用車利限界永連邦に小活合し修上期神仏七時期流難一心欲見物小作神名字が牛修所空出量重戦が自合修正状態し不滅違法弁立公言不滅滅予告修上苦行信業者下部王妃注意説無情報尿等不問し単二が滅道が継承修上末在多空開口不異言し両合小活合因合四連邦内水説法神通力尿税王和葬儀庫上材料中戦牛用小修上修上健康寺大化小生寺がシード安納天人長10万音理衝動各集中法称語法中多経過修上小有楽小天逆天空上者修義学ウーマンダーラー計算物議大修が浄土風紀二州検証地ウ風小空尿尿税出10万税商材修上医薬後因縁化阿葬儀庫風門三宝名称ウ修空六入は祝日者即会県外市在市に説法枠寺医師種設物十無料空内見物者医設物難地が地力量税平行小無料寿命部修航空修合聖徳用途宇治者没頭師将棋等断療用地仏合実風庫用意税法米一用師高実在に高師無能絶好も化薬異生部空小空原者異法部天道実在に高滅異条件が公認小教師し法一弱行欲打大悪道中が上地修道行道風行道随王小カード異性修上法前地差税ね異が領修上特入無浄土即上十仏心 The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma, Chapter 16, the duration of the life of the Tathagata. It is many hundreds of thousands or billions of trillions of asankhya of kalpa since I became the Buddha. For the past innumerable kalpa, I have always been expounding the Dharma to many hundreds of millions of living beings in order to lead them into the way to Buddhahood. In order to save the perverted people, I experientially show my nirvana to them. In reality, I shall never pass away. I always live here and expound the Dharma. Although I always live here with the perverted people, I disappear from their eyes by my supernatural powers when they see me seemingly pass away and make offering to my sharira and adore me, admire me, and become devout, upright, and gentle, and wish to see me with all their hurt at the cost of their lives. I reappear on Mount Secret Eagle with my Sangha and say to them, I already live here. I shall never be extinct. I show my extinction to you expediently, although I never pass away. I also expound the unsurpassed Dharma to the living beings of the other world, if they respect me, believe me, and wish to see me. You have never heard this. Therefore, you thought that I passed away. I see the perverted people sinking in an ocean of suffering. Therefore, I disappear from their eyes and cause them to admire me. When they adore me, I appear and expound the Dharma to them. I can do all this by my supernatural powers. I live on Mount Secret Eagle and also in the other abode for Asankhya Kalpa. The perverted people think this world is in a great fire. The end of the Kalpa of destruction is coming. In reality, this world of mine is peaceful. It is filled with gods and men. The garden, forest, and stately building are adorned with various treasures. The jewel trees have many flowers and fruits. The living beings are enjoying themselves, and the gods are beating heavenly drums, making various kind of music and raining mandala flowers on the great multitude and me. This pure word of mine is indestructible, but the perverted people think it is full of sorrow, fear, and other suffering. It will soon burn away because of their evil karma. These sinful people will not be able to hear even the names of the three treasures during a Sankhya Kalpa. To those who have accumulated knowledge and who are gentle and upright, and who see me living here, expounding the Dharma, I say the duration of my life is immutable. To those who see me after a long time, I say it is difficult to see a Buddha. I can do all this by the power of my wisdom. The light of my wisdom knows no bound. The duration of my life is immutable Kalpa. I have attained this longevity by age of practice. All of you wise men, have no doubt about this. Remove your doubts, have no more. My words are true, not false. The physician who sent a man expediently to tell his perverted son of the death of their father in order to cure them was not accused of falsehood, although he was still alive. In the same manner, I am the father of the world. I am saving all living beings from suffering, because they are perverted. I say that I shall pass away, although I shall not. If they always see me, they will become arrogant and licentious, and cling to the five desires so much that they will fall into the evil region. I know who is practicing the way and who is not. Therefore, I expound various teachings to all living beings according to their capacity. I am always thinking, how shall I cause all living beings to enter into the surpassed way and quickly become Buddhas? 両方蓮華経如来人力本第21小仏聖者十王大神十位越衆上皇現無量人力絶相神本天神法無修行非空仏道者見士見宇治小仏教会所旧丹寺宗小宗門寺報国寺外六修道非仏滅道合の地税教皇小仏会館儀現無量人力属類税教皇三味従事者法無量公中有功不能事税認識空読無変無具尿実報告不可特変罪農地税教者即位意見が薬見他法仏儀証奮治者風見が今日教継承謀説農地税教者両が牛奮治滅道他法仏一切会館儀実法現在仏病加工未来薬系薬用薬用特管儀小仏打道長小特異用法の地税教者副薬道徳の地税教者王将法師義名字牛根地行説無空地尿風王空中一切無償下王如来滅後支部小説教因縁牛士大乗実随記尿実説上地学校も農庁所有名士人行政権の滅衆長案教無料謀説一教11条税項打ち者本市空独立王が滅道後王十字司教税人の仏道欠上無義 The supernatural powers of the Tathagata. The Buddha, the world seers, have great supernatural powers. They display their immutable supernatural powers in order to cause all living beings to rejoice. The tip of their tongues reads the heaven of Brahman. Immutable rays of light are emitted from their bodies. For those who are seeking the enlightenment of the Buddha do these things, rely to be seen. The sound of quoting of the Buddha and the sound of their fingers snapping reverberate over the world of the 10 quarters, and the ground of those worlds quake in the sixth way. The Buddha joyfully displayed their immutable supernatural powers because the bodhisattva from underground vow to keep the sutra after my extinction, even if I place for immutable kalpa the keeper of the sutra, to whom it is to be transmitted. I can't place him highly enough. His merit as limitless, as infinite, as boundless, as the skies of the world of the 10 quarters. Anyone who keeps the sutra will be able to see me. He also will be able to see many treasures, Buddhas, the Buddha of my replica, and the Bodhisattva whom I have taught today. Anyone who keeps the sutra will be able to cause me to rejoice. He also will be able to bring joy to the Buddha of my replica and also to many treasures Buddha who once passed away. He also will be able to see the present Buddhas and future Buddha of the world of the 10 quarters, make offering to them and cause them to rejoice. The Buddha sat at the place of enlightenment and obtained the hidden core. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to obtain the same before long. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to expound the meaning of the teaching and the name of the word of the sutra. Their eloquence will be as boundless and as unhindered as the wind in the sky. Anyone who understands why the Buddha expounds many sutras, who knows the position of the sutra in the series of sutras, and who expound it after my extinction, according to its true meaning, will be able to eliminate the darkness of the living beings of the world where he walks about, just as the light of the sun and the moon eliminate all darkness. He will be able to cause immutable bodhisattva to dwell finally in the one bhikkhu. Therefore, the man of the wisdom who hears the benefit of this merit and who keeps the sutra after my extinction will be able to attain the enlightenment of the Buddha definitely and doubtlessly. 日蓮大聖人五妙法官行八万章に示しての玉枠 Returning Buddha Dharma to the West. भारत को चांद का देश कहा जाता है. बुद्ध भगवान दुनिया में चांद की तरफ चमके. जापान को सूरज का देश कहा जाता है, इसलिए जापान में सूरज जैसा महागुरु प्रकट हो सकता है. चांद पश्चिम से पूर्व की ओर चलता है. इसका मतलब है बुद्ध धर्म भारत से पूर्व की ओर फैला. सूरज पूर्व से पश्चिम की ओर चलता है. यह शुभ संकेत है कि जापान का बुद्ध धर्म फिर भारत आएगा. चांदनी सूरज की रोशनी से कम होती है, इसलिए बुद्ध भगवान कम समय तक लोटस सूत्र सिखाया. सूरज की रोशनी बहुत तेज होती है. यह दिखाता है कि जापान का बुद्ध धर्म अंधे युग में चमकेगा. बुद्ध भगवान के समय में लोटस सूत्र के शत्रु नहीं थे. अंत के युग में लोटस सूत्र के बहुत शत्रु होंगे. यह समय है बोधिसत्व सदा परिबुद्ध के मार्ग पर चलने का. हम लोगों के दिल में बुद्ध बनने का बीज बोते हैं और शिष्य को चाहिए कि जीवन की कीमत पर भी बुद्ध की शिक्षा फैलाए. नाम म्योहो रेंगे क्यो, नाम म्योहो रेंगे क्यो, नाम म्योहो रेंगे क्यो. 仏説マカハンニャハン新教漢字財宝卒業人ハンニャハラミタチ証券合音階空洞一切空役者利子式異空空風意識式即税空空即税式重創業式薬部尿税者利子税商法空総風商風滅風空風上風増無限税高空中無式無重商業式無限に微絶心に無式証拠微速報無限界内し無意識界無無明薬無無明人内し無老死薬無老死無空襲滅度風知薬無徳意無小徳公膨大サッタエハンニャハラミタコ新無形芸無形芸公無空風オンリー一切天道無双空教ネハ三世小仏へ般若波羅蜜多高徳アヌクタラ三脈三宝大高知般若波羅蜜多税大珍珠税大妙種税無常習税無東道宗農場一切空心実父高公説般若波羅蜜多種即接宗圧ギャテギャテハラギャテハラスギャテボジソワカ般若心経 ナム妙法蓮華経ナム妙法蓮華経ナム妙法蓮華経司教難事脈残事者が即官下諸仏薬で諸弟子人諸仏昇誕世俗有名世俗精進世名字開行図打者即位失徳無常仏道能来世独自死教自身仏死従順前時仏滅道行道下講義で昇天に世間資源北異性の周遊説一切天に愛を供養 We respectfully dedicate all the merit gathered up to the great benevolent teacher Shakyamuni, the eternal Buddha, to the supreme teaching, the Lotus Sutra, to the reader of the declined later age of the Dharma, our founders, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shu, and to the protected deities of the Dharma. May all beings under the heavens and within the four seas live in accordance with the wonderful Dharma. May the wonderful Dharma spread throughout the 10,000 years of the declined later age of the Dharma. May we realize this world is the eternal Buddha's pure one. May peace permeate all the world and all beings enjoy peace and happiness. May all beings live in safety and live long without misfortune. May the peace and happiness last forever and all beings be prosperous. We pray that all beings awaken to the true nature of reality, which is the Buddha Dharma. May all beings of all realms be held equally, overcome suffering, and gain the happiness of blissful liberation through the merit of following the teaching of the Lotus Sutra. We pray for the spirits of our ancestors and for all the spirits of the universe. May we purify our minds to limit the desire, learn to be constant, feel free to experience the quiet, assuming jobs of life, and learn to abandon all attachment forming the mind. With this prayer, we endeavor to increase our understanding and appreciation of what others have given and contribute to us, and to develop constant mindful consideration of how our thoughts and actions will beneficially contribute to others. ナム妙法蓮華経主張無変性願道煩悩無修正願断訪問無人性願知仏道無常性願上 Sentient beings are immeasurable, I vow to sell them all. Our evil desires are exhaustible, I vow to quench them all. The Buddha's teaching are immeasurable, I vow to study them all. The way of the Buddha is unexcelled, I vow to attain the path of life. Nam Myo Ho Renge Kyo, Nam Myo Ho Renge Kyo, Nam Myo Ho Renge Kyo. Thank you so much. Let's continue chanting for inner peace of all living beings. सभी जीवित प्राणियों के आंतरिक शांति के लिए नाम म्यो हो रेंगे क्यों का जप जारी रखें. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you. Have a nice day.